Sons and daughters of Africa, Captain Ibrahim Traoré asks, why are our armies still dressed in foreign fabrics when our own fields and looms lie idle? My brothers and sisters of Africa, Traoré poses a question every patriot should consider. For too long, our soldiers have marched in the uniforms of others. In Ouagadougou, Traoré has begun to break this habit, unveiling Burkinabe, made uniforms woven from Faso Danfani cloth at a recent officer cadet graduation. His point is clear. Our military should reflect our strength and identity, not the legacy of our former masters. Consider the paradox across Africa. Nations rich in cotton buy back uniforms made overseas. Ghana's army uniforms were patterned on US. Woodland camo and, as Camopedia notes, virtually all uniforms in the modern era were imported from Asia. Nigeria's soldiers similarly wore US BDU-style fatigues manufactured in Chinese factories. In Cameroon, troops have long spotted the French leopard camo pattern left by colonial rule. Even today, large armies in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, and elsewhere on the continent rely on foreign suppliers. We export raw cotton and then pay foreign mills to make cloth for our own armies. In fact, Africa produces millions of tons of cotton yearly, yet much of it leaves the continent unprocessed and returns as costly finished uniforms. This reliance is more than economic, it is cultural. A uniform carries values. Its cut, color, and insignia come from foreign military traditions. When our soldiers don these uniforms, they unconsciously inherit foreign drills and mindsets. History shows the danger. Ghana's own presidential guard later helped depose him. Nigeria's British-trained army twice intervened in politics, beginning with the 1966 coup. In short, our post-independence coups did not happen in people's homes, but under the banner of armies built to serve former empires. Analysts even link these coups to disparate political systems inherited from Europeans, a legacy of colonial militaries. Traoré's vision is bold and urgent. By dressing Burkina's cadets in Sensengu cloth, he reinforces patriotism and self-reliance. He is literally weaving unity into our national defense. Imagine West African soldiers wearing Nigerian Asoke, Ghanaian Fugu or Kente, or Burkinabe Bugolan, each uniform being a statement of confidence in African industry. Such a shift would keep jobs at home and turn every battalion into an advertisement for African development. Nkrumah thought that this is the only way. He insisted that we must find an African solution to our problems. For Nkrumah, that meant building African institutions with African resources, African skills, and African ingenuity, rather than relying on foreign models. Captain Traoré is applying this philosophy by championing homegrown military uniforms, proving that even the defense of our nations should begin with what Africans can produce for themselves. Traoré echoes this wisdom by building homegrown armies. We expect every African military to be rooted in its own soil, with policies, training, and yes, uniforms made at home. A uniform woven in Africa will remind every soldier whom he truly serves. So I ask you, can a nation claim true independence if its soldiers wear the uniforms of foreigners? How can we inspire loyalty to Africa when our fighters look like an occupying force? What message do we send our daughters and sons when our military cadets wear the ready-made symbols of former colonial powers? The answer is clear. We must clothe our liberation in our own fabrics. We can turn cotton fields into battlefields of industry and pride. Each yard of local cloth sewn into a uniform is a step towards self-reliance. Let us remember Nkrumah's inspiration that Africa could become one of the greatest forces for good in the world. If our armies march under the colors of Africa, they will stand united to defend Africa. Our sovereignty is woven, stitch by stitch, by our own hands. Thank you for listening to Broadcasting from Conakry. If this message has inspired you, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video, share it with others, and leave your thoughts in the comments section. Your voice is important in shaping the future of Africa.